We had some technical difficulties. We're a couple minutes late, but that's okay. That's okay. We have a good tech guy. He got us figured out. Well, welcome to Unity of Billings. I think the first thing is surely the presence. Yeah. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. And it is because we are here. There is no spot where God is not. Our Sunday services are being live streamed. If you want to support Unity's ministry, you can go to PayPal, unitybillings@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, unityofbillings.org. There's a little donate button you can click. Or if you want to come join us in person, which is always a good time. A very good time, yes. We have fun. You can always donate in person too. And it's all very appreciated and very well received. We got some announcements. Oh yeah, our 100-year open house on September 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're gonna have food, games, tours, and fun. We always have fun. Sounds like there's a sign up in the back for tours and different kinds of salads. I think we're gonna do kind of a salad bar / light barbecue type thing. There's busy bags in the basket in the back for any children with us, not today. But those can be returned at the end of the service. I don't know, I suppose if any of the adults wanted to use a busy bag, you're welcome. Our meditation room is available 9:30 a.m. Sundays, Monday and Tuesday evenings from 7 to 8 p.m. So if you need a very healing and silent and serene meditation space, we have one and it's lovely. Today is Friendship Sunday potluck. There's food. So join us downstairs after the service. Even if you didn't bring anything, we always have too much food. So help eat it. And today we have Reverend Edee Weigel speaking about God is the fuel. Is that right? I would say that's not what the newsletter said. The newsletter said I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea. I mean, they both are true.
That's hilarious.
That is funny. Whoops. Yeah.
I mean, because I have an idea
behind the idea, right? Yeah. So good. And then next week is me coming down with a case of human. And then the 17th will be Reverend Edee Weigel again. And on the 24th, we will have Reverend Phil Zemke in the house. So stay tuned. I'm sure he's doing some kind of workshop thing the day before like normal. No?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe not.
Summertime.
Oh.
This is just rumor, though. I haven't talked to Phil.
Right.
But according to what I heard is, because everyone's camping and yard work and doing fun stuff that I don't think he is.
Oh, fair enough.
But we'll know by next week. So that'll give us a reason. I'll make sure that you know.
Yeah, no worries. I just assumed.
If you're talking next week, I know you'll be here.
I will. I will, or stuff will be weird if I'm not. And then no services on the 31st because it's Labor Day weekend, and we know people are going to be gone then. All right, I think now it is time for the Unity song with David Friedman.
Every prayer Every breath is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there is no other else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are
I have a question about that song.
Sure.
Is there an way to get access to it, like on your own, just when you want to listen to it?
Maybe.
Like on YouTube or?
You could check YouTube. It would be probably there. I don't actually know, because we use a CD, I think. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sure it's on there.
I would check YouTube. I would check Spotify because there's tons of stuff on Spotify.
Well, now we're getting a little out of my range.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can handle YouTube.
Yeah, I'd check YouTube then.
I was wondering, like, if you just wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have the advantage of seeing the pictures. Those are great.
Yes.
But, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a great song. It's very centering. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah, check YouTube. If you don't find it on YouTube.
I would probably look under David Friedman.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Don't look for the Unity song because that's gonna bring up tons of stuff.
Yeah, right.
We don't have,
Right. It's just called that.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Maybe we could record it and put it on a link on our website.
Oh, yeah.
Just a thought. I don't know if we have the
Leslie
capability.
could do that.
Well, I can certainly try to figure out how to do that. Yes.
Anyway, I'm just wondering because it's just such a great song.
No, I agree. It's very grounding.
Week I come in here, so that way.
It would be nice to have sometimes. Just
Just access on your personal that you can just go with.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll have a look. We'll find something. Awesome. Oh, now I get to try and light the Christ candle. Wish me luck.
I have the CD of it, which is on capability of copying. I thought it was here.
Oh, did, okay.
Did it?
Aardvark or copy CDs.
Again.
Aardvark.
Oh, yeah.
The name. It's over on Moore Lane.
Yeah. Yeah, they copy CDs, they copy VHSs and stuff like that.
They can't go from albums to CDs. I tried that.
Oh,
Gotta go to the internet for that.
Oh.
Well,
Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe his CD would be somewhere.
You could look for that.
Oh, well, if I can copy it or get
Yeah.
some way to. Now that might be a.
There's workarounds. We'll figure it out. There's ways. I did, in fact, get the Christ candle lit.
Yes, we did.
But even if I couldn't, it wouldn't matter. The light of the Christ consciousness is within each of us all the time. Even if the candle doesn't light, we got it. Let's see. And the daily word today is truth. If you'll affirm with me. I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. Living in an increasingly polarized world, I am aware not everyone will share my perspective or see life the way I do. As much as I want to live harmoniously with others, I also want to stand up for what I believe, what I know is true for me. I appreciate that others feel the same way about their beliefs. I speak my truth. I center myself in my divinity while acknowledging the divinity of all others. I am honest and grounded, staying steady if someone does not agree with me. Likewise, I receive others' truths as I would want them to receive mine. The presence of God is within me. I am a spiritual being living with integrity, speaking words of truth with spiritual power. These are the things that you shall do. Speak the truth to one another. Render in your gates judgments that are true and make for peace. Zechariah 8:16. And if you'll affirm with me one more time. I speak my truth with clarity and compassion. That is so true. We all want to be heard and held and seen. And I think it's great that Unity appreciates that. And then if we will do our Unity Foundation principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And our lovely Unity of Billings affirmation. Through divine wisdom and grace, Unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. And then if we want to bless the love offering. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. And I think we have music.
We have special music.
Special music. All right. Oh, yeah. Edee was talking about it earlier. This is going to be nice.
It's casual Sunday.
Was that supposed to be a cellular raised one?
That is Claire de Lune.
Claire de Lune.
And
There
that
we
was
go.
one of Paramahansa Yogananda's favorite songs.
It was nice. Harps always sound, I don't know, magical to me. It's like
They are.
we should be sitting in like a forest glen surrounded by fairies listening to it. That's what it sounds like. It's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're going to bless the love offering. Just hold the intent behind your offerings in your heart, and really visualize that intent, that gift, reaching out into the world and helping to support everyone it's meant to touch and heal and lift and just see the interconnectedness and the interdependence of all things and feel the love coming back to you from all of the beings and all of the places that your gift will go out and touch. And just remember that we're all one and it's all good. And now, without further ado, Reverend Edee Weigel, not God is the fuel. I have an idea. There we go. We fixed it.
I have an idea, but that's okay.
Well, when you wrote it, you had the idea, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Many times after we have our coffee and treats, I'll come sit up here with the board members, and that's when they'll say, "What's your next talk going to be?" And I'll be, "I have no idea," or "Do you have an idea?" Or And then, you know, of course, in 2 weeks, it's called Anything You Want because they're asking me and I go, I don't know what I'm going to call it. But of course, as I write, I'm sitting at the ranch and I usually meditate a little bit and say, what do I need to say? What do I need to tell people about? So it's just, I have an idea. Well, that's what Charles Fillmore said after he meditated and prayed. What are we going to call our group of practical Christianity that would meet, I think, on a weekday night at first? I think I'm seeing a nodding head back there, reading the story of unity. It wasn't called Unity at first. It was called Practical Christianity. And they wanted to get together and they would all pray together and talk about how to implement their beautiful spiritual beliefs into their everyday living. So he was praying, what am I going to call it? What am I going to call it? They didn't have church services quite to start. It was a weeknight meeting. And then all of a sudden it came to him, unity. I have an idea. So I was meditating a little bit and I realized sometimes it's fun to say, I have an idea even when you don't, because it's inviting something to come in. So I wrote, I have an idea, and I put a blank. And I sat and looked at it for a while, and I went, what am I going to write about today? I thought about it a lot, and I thought, what is the most important idea? How to find peace? I mean, kind of like that's the fuel. God is the fuel. Peace is the fuel. Faith in God gives us peace. But how about finding peace? I mean, that's I think one of the reasons why we have a spiritual life, because it feels so good. I mean, we find peace in our spiritual life. So I think to myself, you have it all when you've got peace, and when you don't, and I got the Mr. Bill, oh no. Can't help myself. When I want to find peace, I visualize myself smiling and say, it's okay now. It all worked out fine. This would be my mother's teaching. When you have a problem, visualize it's like months ahead and you look back and you're going, oh, it just worked out fine. It's all okay now. So I say to myself, I have an idea and I let it sit like blank, just waiting, tick, 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 for an idea to come to me. And I feel in my heart, my inner wisdom says to me, focus on your spiritual life and everything else will follow. Put God first and everything else will fall into place. So a good little saying that we all love, let go and let God. We're getting centered in here. We have high tech here, making sure that we're coming out in YouTube land. And by the way, if you ever want to hear James Dillett Freeman singing, just tune into Unity of Billings, because every single Sunday service has it on YouTube, with all the other frivolity that at times is like baby goats getting loose. Last week, I laughed so hard. When your stomach hurts because you laughed so hard? Let go and let God. But looking for some more inspiration and kind of looking through Daily Word, and lately I've been opening my mother's Bible at any place and reading it, and it's rather astounding. My mother's Bible has her handwriting and her markers and parts that are underlined that she was studying. And it's been the Bible I looked at all of my life that my mother had. It's got a white leather cover, and all the words of Jesus are in red. Just handy. But looking at good old Daily Word from and I say before COVID, it was like after 2020, it was a huge global shift. And we're now starting to get over that global fear. Yeah, I hope so. But thinking about Daily Word mixed with my own inner reflections, peace can be our natural state of mind, and we can return to this peace anytime we choose to. And I wrote if in big black letters, if, and this is the big if we can remember how good it feels to do so. So my joke, I could have had a V8. Oh, I could have had a prayer. I could have had an affirmation. It's all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. And we are manifestors. we can make it turn out right because we said it's going to work out right. You have the power. Manifest. There's this little saying, it's W-I-N, win. Whatever I need, you can manifest it. I just made a win list this morning. Whatever I need, I'm going to manifest. Things I need for the ranch. Need to find some good hay. I don't know if you guys know that all the first and second cutting out my way has now been baled for cattle feed because we've had so much rain. So there is no hay to buy over there. But of course, the way my life works out, someone will call me, hey, I saw you on YouTube. We've got hay. I'll just might have to go a little farther to get it. But we can quiet our minds and we can take some deep healing breaths. We can settle down and we can affirm the words, I am, I am, I am. I am peace, I am love, I am safe. Anything that resonates with you. You all know what those 5 principles are. God is love, I am love, I think positive, I pray and meditate, and I do good things. The 5 principles of unity, just in case anyone forgot or didn't know. But anything that resonates with you, you can say, I am figuring it out, or I am coming up with an idea to talk about next Sunday. And I did, 2 in a row, So I usually have that 2 weeks to fill in the blanks. I sat down yesterday, I put the key in the carrier. I don't know if you guys can see my arms are scratched up. New baby kitten at the house. And I said, I do have an idea, and it came to me. I like this idea, find your joy. Find your joy. You have an image that'll help you return to that place of serenity. Joy and serenity go hand in hand. And I like to think of a summer day, eating watermelon, walking barefooted on the lawn. It immediately changes my focus to simple joys. Close your eyes for just a minute and think of that simple joy. Do you have a joy trigger? Think about that white kitten bouncing sideways towards my 2 older female cats looking at him and going, ah. Little baby white kitten going, dink, 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 dink. And I'm sitting there and I'm just going, okay, I'm laughing. I'm like, thank you, God, for bringing this little monster into my life. I named him Virgil. Virgil. Flame Point Siamese. A Siamese cat. Yeah. But we can be dedicated to steering our minds and our thoughts towards peace. We must make peace with our emotions and create a trigger you can use to trigger joy. Like wear that rubber band on your wrist. Just say, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out fine. There won't be any big horse flies today. I saw a few the other day and I said, you guys don't want to be here. I never did see another one. But whenever a negative thought or an emotion invades our peace of mind, we can honor it and then gently push it through the out gate. And it's fun to affirm to yourself, no invaders. No invaders to my peace of mind. Or as one of my teachers would say, get out. Well, kick it to the curb. Do not invade my peace of mind. We can learn to guard our minds and thoughts, and we deserve to live in bliss. Oh, this word bliss came up. Writing bliss. Oh, bliss. Well, bliss is the sure sign that you're walking in the light. If you feel bliss, that's God vibration. It's a sure sign that you're living in the light of God and the highest and most healing frequency of the cosmos. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm hearing this. And I waited for a minute and I wrote, bliss. Bliss is the frequency of the cosmos, but the healing frequency. Now, those of us who grew up with those kind of radios that you have to tune in before things were digital, you had to find the right frequency. And then you think about it, frequency, harmonics. I'm just kind of like, my mind was conjugating here. Can you wrap your mind around what that may sound like? What do you think the healing frequency of the cosmos sounds like? I mean, I'm writing this to myself, like, okay, I'm following this stream of thought. I have an idea. All of a sudden it goes, boy. The healing vibration is harp string, the plucked string of a harp. That's why I played that song this morning. I mean, it resonated in my heart so deeply that I had tears come to my eyes. I mean, it just touches my soul. The healing vibration, the frequency, harp string. I'm like, okay, all right. I kept writing. Be still now just for that moment and feel the vibration of those plucked strings, the heart strings. Can you hear it in your heart? Can you feel it? Is it any wonder why angels are depicted carrying harps? I mean, I just wrote this out. I go, well, this all makes sense to me. Perfect sense. The healing frequency of the plucked strings. And I do have one more, but I don't think we're going to do it today because I'm kind of short on time. I did have a cute little, but we'll save it for another time.
Say we got time. No rush.
Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it. I had this cute little more plucked harp string, but I think the Claire de Lune, I mean, it's still resonating in my heart. I can feel it. And there's a reason why Yogananda picked it out as one of his favorite songs, because it has the healing vibration in it. You know, great healers. We can stop the negative invasions with just 1 minute of feeling, hearing, healing your stress with this vibration in your hearts. And at any time you want to now, you've got the way. It's like a tuning fork and it just vibrates and it's instant spraying away of any negativity. Get out. This is part of the science of mindfulness. So segued into this. I'm just meditating. I'm like, okay, angels have harps. This is why. I'm like, they're playing the music of the spheres. This is what is balancing the cosmos and balances us. I mean, I'm just like writing this going, oh, this is good stuff. It's kind of like when you're cooking a meal and it's just turning out great and you're like tasting it going, oh, this is going to be a great meal. This is going to be a great talk. The science of mindfulness. Just feeling that resonance within you and being able to tune to it, tune in to it anytime. It just seems like it lifts your heart and it goes to a part of your brain that you do not use very often. And mindfulness is the art of learning how to use that part of your brain. Okay. For me, everything is the mind and the brain. Because I grew up going to my mother's churches, which was religious science, which is tuning into the mind of God and living with that mind. Positive. I know that learning this technique can lead us to a greater brain volume. So mindfulness actually will increase your brain volume. Wow, who knew? And stronger neural connections. And in some studies, mindfulness has been found to also keep our brains younger and even could help prevent dementia. Mindfulness plus sound vibration. It's like, I could have had a harp string. That's my new joy trigger. When we center our minds on peace and we meditate on the bliss technique, and we feel that healing vibration and feel the frequency of the harp strings, we're using different parts of our brains. Isn't it nice to know we've got all this unused data available? Now that we've got all this computer lingo, we will begin using different ways of thinking. As we get closer to the divine, the creator, we are also creating. The wisdom is within us, and we will start living a new life and a light full of more light and more joy. A sure sign that you're on the right track is when you begin to react more rationally rather than emotionally. I tell myself this. Even when faced with an unfair or fearful situation, you are more able to let it go because you're centered on a peace within that is unshakable. Yeah. What else matters more? What else matters more? Bliss is beckoning and it's free. The price never goes up. I always loved that. My mother would say, the best things in life are free. I remember all my life, right around sunset, she'd go, girls, come out, watch the sunset. And my mother manifested a house that was right on the edge and looked out over all of Santa Monica Bay and all of Los Angeles, all the way to the mountains. The house cost $15,000. And she worked a minimum wage job and had saved the down payment for this. And she'd also bought a lotto ticket so that the returning GIs, this was for returning GIs and their families. And my mom bought a lotto ticket to get in to buy that new housing project, whatever it was. And she was able to go and pick the house she wanted, and she picked the one with the view. And in the summertime, the sun would set over the ocean. And I grew up there going, yeah, this is great, da, da, da. I never realized that house is worth like $3 million now. $15,000. I remember the payment, I think, was $65 a month. Back in the good old days, when I was a child, which is like 150 years ago. No, 70 years. But this new way of meditating applied daily will change your brain structure in 8 weeks. Mindfulness training changes your entire brain structure in 8 weeks. And then I wrote, so by the time the first freeze and even a few snowflakes are falling, you could have a new and improved brain and it's free. LOL. And here's this word, amygdala. That's part of the brain, amygdala, is that how you say it? I looked up how to say amygdala. Our brains change. The amygdala is actually the part that has the fear reaction. It's the sensitive yikes part of our brain. Your amygdala changes because using the healing frequency meditation creates a structural change in the amygdala. Amygdala, I can say it. I always thought it was amygdala or something, you know, like a mandala. It actually creates a structural change in the fear center of your brain. How do you like that? So it's science, the science of why our mind can get better, because we're vibrating with the resonance of a harp with an angel. Why not? I mean, we're spiritual people. We can have this wonderful treat. It's like a triple layer carrot cake with whipped cream frosting or the cream cheese frosting, yeah. But it actually creates a structural change. The brain structure that plays this crucial role in stress responses. So you're gonna change the way you respond to stress. I like going like this, poof. Ah, it went away, that's great. I've been watching Bewitched lately, a little bit of wiggle the nose, ding, ding, ding. By the way, Samantha, the boss is coming for dinner and she's not looking, ping, dinner's on the table. Oh, good. But we can experience this positive change and an improved immune body system. So your immune system is directly affected by stress. So when you're stressed out, your immune system isn't there. So you think about like Star Wars, you know, we have this shield around us, energetic, created by us feeling that resonance, the healing frequency. We change our reaction by focusing on that higher frequency. And even after only 4 days of using this technique, we can enjoy enhanced abilities to sustain focused attention. And of course, it will also give us significant improvements in mood, visuospatial processing, working memory, and cognition. So I was getting into my ideas, mindfulness notes. because I had a little thing about what is mindfulness. So here you go. Mood, visual spatial processing, working memory, and cognition. Wow, that's some big words. And as a plus, even after only 10 weeks of a dedicated application of this technique, some students have reported many positive outcomes in stress-related diseases, such as IBS. In other words, this is the healing frequency. This is why it works, because you're actually changing the structure of the fear response in your brain. How's that? Tie a bow on it. Mindfulness is the technique and the healing vibration that not only heals you, it makes you happier and more filled with energy. So follow your bliss. Wasn't that a little saying back in the 70s? Follow your bliss. Might have been Ram Dass or somebody. Who said it? Can you remember? Might have been Louise Hay. No, it wasn't. Follow your bliss and your life will follow. I wrote across the top, Om, slow down. Follow your bliss because it changes your brain and it changes your ideas. And I waited now. I thought, well, okay, I'm only on page 5. What am I going to write about now? I have an idea. That was a good 1-2 punch. What am I going to do now? Prayer and meditation. These two words go together. I thought like peanut butter and jelly, like peas and carrots, right? Prayer and meditation. I sat there and thought, the blank page looking at me. Prayers may seem like a simple act, but prayers are a spiritual necessity. Praying is our way of connecting with our higher self as well as our higher power. The indwelling God. We can pour our hearts out, either speaking or writing in our daily journaling. Hope you all are still. And we'll feel lighter, we'll feel better, and we hold the faith. So I was like, okay, that was nice. What else am I going to write about? Sitting there. I have an idea, and I thought, oh my God. Every moment on this planet Earth, at any given moment, millions of people are also praying. There goes my mind. Millions of people are praying all the time. All day, all night. When we're sleeping, they're over there. They're awake and they're praying. So all such holy individual energies are fusing together to generate a vast energy field. My mind is blown. Have you ever considered this? That when we are praying, there's millions of other people praying at the same time? Yeah, everyone's turning to their higher self, the indwelling God. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. It's all the same God. The sun shines, the moon shines. It's all the same, all one. When we pray, when we meditate, we are connecting with millions and millions of like-minded souls. Okay, I honestly gasped when I thought this. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the biggest, wildest idea I've ever had in my life. I was like, I never even thought of it. You're connecting with millions of other hearts and minds. And I just thought, oh God, how great thou art. I used to sing that at the top of my lungs in the shower when I was a little kid. I remember when the neighbor lady in the bathroom door was open, she yelled, shut up. I just loved to sing in the shower as a little kid. I just was like bellowing, you know. Of course, I would howl like a coyote too, you know, just typical. A lot like Jeannie.
Yeah.
Their little girl. But this thought never occurred to me before, but I had an image of millions of humans all holding hands, surrounding our planet Earth with the energy of prayer. Yeah. It's just, what a wonderful thought. I want to stay connected to this. I want to stay connected to this thought. Oh, wow. Sacred energy shared and constantly maintained is ours to tap into, a vast sea of healing energy. I wrote, wow, oh, wow. Now, I know why I called this talk, I Have an Idea. Because I absolutely had no idea what I was going to write about. And then wham, I fall upon the idea of my lifetime. I mean, whew, I feel like a scientist in a lab that just went, wow, the earth is not flat. Galileo. We are all connected in prayer, in meditation, in healing, and its vibrational frequencies are shared. I'm also feeling more information now. I'm feeling more information coming in to my brain. As I said, I have an idea and left a big blank. The PS to my idea of the harp strings healing vibration is, oh yes, it's the music of the spheres. Oh, isn't that lovely? I'm just writing to myself. Okay. It can be, this is the music that holds everything in balance of the entire cosmos. Okay, why not? I like the idea. The music of the spheres. It's that plucking of the harp strings. Why do angels carry harps? I mean, are they healing the planet, healing the cosmos all the time with that vibration? Why not? We can reach beyond what we have known as our reality. Why not? We can find a place of perfect peace within us that connects and generates incredible power. And peace is not weakness. Peace is powerful. Peace is power. And when we establish our minds in the consciousness of peace, we're changing every single cell of our bodies, including our minds. My stepfather would always say, God is their help in every need. Every time we hear a siren, he'd say, God, angels are going with them right now. Dad, there's no coincidence at that moment. He would say, Gimheim, God is their help in every need. Peace is the power. We change every single cell of our body, including our minds. We are constantly expanding and we're limitless, and best of all, it's free. The price never goes up. I just love that. My mother would say, come look at the sunset. We get to live here, look out over this ocean. I remember on days when it was storm, big stormy weather and big stormy waves, we'd all get in the car and we'd drive down to the beach and sit in the car and watch the storm and the trees going. My mother would say, let's drive home the pretty way. You can absorb it into your consciousness. I remember her saying that. We go by all the stables. I look and she goes, you can own every horse with your eyeballs, you know. You can, yeah, every single thing you see, you can absorb it into your consciousness. And I have an idea that we're all going to have a great lunch. I was getting towards the end there. I go, I have an idea. Oh yeah, today's Friendship Sunday. And I wrote, ha ha. So in closing today, I'd like to summarize. Mindfulness can absolutely remodel your brain. And by paying very close attention to what brainwave frequency you allow to run as background music in your head, you can remodel your emotional reactions. Sit in your meditation and let your mind settle and say to yourself, I have an idea. And fill in the blank. Let your inner wisdom fill in the blanks and affirm, I am peace. I find my bliss, and whatever it takes, find your bliss. When you find your bliss, you are on the God channel. My mother made a little joke about it, but she knew the frequency, the God channel. Tune in. Bliss will elevate your consciousness, and why not create heaven on earth? Why not create heaven on earth right now? Meditate with heart music. The frequency will pluck your heartstrings. Visualize angels playing harp music. Why not? It's medicine and it's free. Use a new part of your brain and create mindfulness. Increase your brain health with emotional health. Create a new life with rational reactions to stress, with a peace within that is unshakable. What else matters more? There's nothing else that matters more. Follow your bliss. And we'll stand for the blessing. Right here, right now, we claim our connection with the divine. And I'm always praying for those wonderful first responders. We hear the sirens going by. Just surround them all with love as they're doing their heroic duty. We claim our connection with the divine, the indwelling God. We're peaceful, powerful, and protected, and so it is. Namaste. Wow. Holy moly.
Just have